Welcome to Basic Chinese for International Trade. This lesson is included in Module 3, Essential Chinese for Everyday Living, within the China International Leadership Program. In this lesson, you will learn practical Chinese expressions and vocabulary commonly used in international trade and business communication, helping you develop the language skills needed to engage confidently in real-world commercial interactions. I'm Jane Wong.
And I'm Pat McCarthy. I've got my briefcase packed and my negotiation face on. I'm ready to stop being a linguistic crash test dummy and start being a global trade tycoon.
That's the spirit, Pat. Let's start with the basics. Before you buy anything, you need to know the price. The important word here is 报价, meaning quotation. Literally, 报 means to report, and 价 is price. To ask, could you provide a quotation for this product? We say, 请问这个产品的报价是多少?
Okay, let me try this. 请问这个产品的报价是多少?
Great. Grammar focus. Notice we end with 是多少, literally, is how much. You use 多少 whenever you expect a number as the answer. Now, to respond, they usually say, 我们稍后会发报价单给您的邮箱. We will send the quotation sheet to your email later. Or basically, we'll email the quotation sheet to you later.
So how does that sentence work?
Good question. 稍后 means later. And remember our grammar rule from the workplace lesson? Send something to someone. 发东西给人. Also, notice they added dan to the word for quotation. Dan means list or sheet, making it a quotation sheet.
我们稍后会发报价单给您的邮箱. And this means we'll email the quotation sheet to you later. Got it. Check your inbox.
Exactly. Number 2 is the big one. 起订量, which means minimum order quantity, or MOQ. It translates perfectly. 起 is starting, ding is order, and 量 is quantity. We use our how much grammar again. 你们的起订量是多少?
Let me try. 你们的起订量是多少? And I bet the answer isn't 1, is it?
Rarely, they might answer, 我们的起订量是500件, meaning, our MOQ is 500 pieces. The grammar focus here is 件. It's the essential measure word you must use when counting individual items, clothing, or products.
我们的起订量是500件. 500. I'm going to need a bigger warehouse.
Well, before you buy 500, you need number 3, 样品, meaning samples. 样 is shape or appearance, and 品 is product. Ask, 你们能提供样品吗? Can you provide samples? Grammar note, 能 means can or have the ability to. Another useful word you are going to see over and over again, 提供, which means to provide.
Okay, here we go. 你们能提供样品吗? If I can get a free sample, I'm halfway to being a tycoon. How do they usually answer that?
They often say, 可以，我们可以免费提供样品，但您需要支付运费. Yes, we can provide free samples, but you need to pay for the shipping. Let's translate 2 key words here. First, 免费. 免 is exempt, and 费 is fee, which together means free of charge. Second, the word den means but. It's the grammar pivot where the free stuff ends and the shipping fee begins.
可以，我们可以免费提供样品，但您需要支付运费. There's always a catch.
Speaking of shipping, number 4 is 交货期, the delivery time. Let's break it down. 交 to hand over, 货 goods, and 期 period. Ask, 交货期是多久? How long is the delivery time, lead time?
交货期是多久?
Perfect pronunciation. Grammar focus here. Instead of asking how much, we use 多久 for how long when asking about time duration. The response is usually straightforward. 海运需要30天. It takes 30 days to ship by sea freight. 海运 literally means sea transport.
海运需要30天, a long time to wait at the docks.
Which brings us to number 5, 付款条件, meaning payment terms. 付款 is to pay money, and 条件 means conditions. Ask, 你们的付款条件是什么? What are the payment terms?
你们的付款条件是什么? Show me the money. How do we talk percentages?
Great grammar question. In Chinese, percentages are read backwards. 30% is 30%, literally out of 100 parts, 30. The response is 30%的预付定金，发货前付清尾款. This means 30% deposit in advance, with the balance to be paid before shipment. Let's break down the business vocabulary here. 预付定金. 定金 means deposit. 预付 means to pay in advance, where you means in advance or pre, and 付 means to pay. Put together, it means a prepaid deposit, making it explicitly clear the money is needed up front. 尾款. This literally translates to tail money. While that might sound a bit awkward at first, it makes perfect sense when you remember we use the exact same metaphor in English. Just like we talk about the tail end of a project, 尾款 simply refers to the tail end of the funds, a great way to remember it is a noun, meaning the final balance. 发货前付清. This gives us the timeline and the action. 发货前 means before shipment. 发货 is to ship goods. 前 is before. 付清 is the verb meaning to pay in full. 付 is to pay. 清 is to clear. You are literally paying it clear.
Very insightful, but quite a mouthful. Thanks, Jane. Let me give it a bash. 30%的预付定金，发货前付清尾款. And this means 30% deposit in advance with the balance to be paid before shipment.
Number 6 is about the 运输方式 or shipping methods. 运输 means transport, and 方式 is method. Ask, 你们通常使用什么运输方式? What shipping methods do you usually use? 通常 is an adverb of frequency and means usually. 使用 is a verb, and it means use or utilize.
Okay, let me try this one. 你们通常使用什么运输方式? And this means, what shipping methods do you usually use?
They'll give you options. 我们通常走海运，也可以走空运. We usually ship by sea, but we can also ship by air. Grammar alert. 走 literally means to walk, but in logistics, we use it to mean to take the route of. And notice 空运, air transport.
That's handy to know. 我们通常走海运，也可以走空运. Air is faster, but my tycoon budget says sea.
Wise choice. Number 7 is 认证, meaning certification. 认 is to recognize, and 证 is certificate or proof. Ask, 你们的产品有 CE 认证吗? Do your products have CE certification? Another keyword is 产品, which means product, and when you go to China, you're going to see all kinds of products.
Yes, the CE mark is very important for the European market.
Exactly. A good supplier will say, 有的，我们所有的产品都通过了国际认证. Yes, all of our products have passed international certification. Grammar focus. Starting with Yoda is the standard, polite way to confirm yes, we have it. 通过认证 is a very common and useful verb-object phrase meaning to pass certification or to obtain certification.
有的，我们所有的产品都通过了国际认证. Good to know they're legit. What does 国际 mean?
国际 is a very useful word, and it means international. So, international trade is 国际贸易. Number 8, 定制 meaning customization. 定 is custom or fixed, and 制 is to manufacture. Ask, 可以在产品上印我们的商标吗? Can we print our logo on the product?
Let me try. 可以在产品上印我们的商标吗?
Good. Grammar breakdown. 在. 商 means on top of. The word for trademark or logo is 商标. So you are asking to print the 商标 on top of the product. Most factories will agree. 可以，我们提供定制服务和 OEM 订单。Yes, we provide customization services and OEM orders.
可以，我们提供定制服务和 OEM 订单。The McCarthy brand is going global.
Number 9. 港口 meaning port. Ask. 你们通常从哪个港口发货？ Which port do you usually ship from?
你们通常从哪个港口发货？
A common answer. 我们通常从深圳港发货。We usually ship from Shenzhen port. Grammar note. 从发货 means to dispatch goods from a location. 发 is to send and 货 is goods.
我们通常从深圳港发货。深圳 the Silicon Valley of hardware.
Finally, number 10, 折扣, which means discount. Ask. 如果我们大量订购，能给折扣吗？ If we order in large quantities, can you give us a discount?
如果我们大量订购，能给折扣吗？ Now we're talking. What's the grammar there, Jane?
It's all about 如果, which means if. It sets up the condition. 订购 means to order, and 大量 means large quantities. If we order big, can you give a discount? If you're a big buyer, they might say, 如果订单超过10000件，我们可以给您5%的折扣。If the order exceeds 10,000 pieces, we can give you a 5% discount.
10,000 pieces for 5% off. I'll have to check my bank balance. My Revolut is blocked.
Great job, Pat. You survived the factory floor.
I feel ready to trade. Just don't ask me to count to 10,000 in Chinese yet.